It's been about 9 hours since I found out that my friend got killed in a car accident. I want to apologize for the first video. I think it would have been better off if I let myself cry first before I started making a video. Because I feel more in control now that I've processed a little bit. The comments blew up and I got support left and right. I can only hope that her family is getting just as much, if not more, which I hope. I want to apologize for how I explained the car crash. I got mixed up, or my sister got mixed up. The truck was not the one that collided with her. She was the one that collided with the truck. The truck was not even driving. There was another crash that happened that was backing up traffic, and it was at a dead stop, and she didn't notice in time, and she rammed right into the truck. And the top half of her car was smashed in, and the bottom half was stuck under the truck, under the box thingy part of the semi-truck. Now, I know from the way I sounded in the last video, it didn't seem like I would be okay, but I'm okay as I can be. I'm okay enough. Somebody assumed I had depression. I've actually been mildly depressed, but that was not. It's for other things. Before this happened, it just goes to show you, you can't take your eyes off the road. Even when you're a good driver, when you're not drinking, when you're not texting, when you're not eating or reading or whatever, that doesn't mean you're safe. There's something I did not mention. Is that my sister says she saw my friend at Walmart about a week ago, and she was asking my sister if she knew the song that was playing in the store, and it was I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas, and that makes sense because we listened to the radio a lot too. We listened to the radio together, and that song was brand new at the time. We were close friends, and apparently my friend says that that song reminded her of me, and to me it's closure to know that she was thinking about me, when all this time I thought maybe she was mad at me because she randomly stopped talking to me one day while we were sharing the bus, riding the bus together. I'll never know for sure why that happened, but it doesn't matter. And there are a couple comments I want to talk about too that I got. They said that 2019 was garbage so far. Well, hang on a minute. This is something that I've never really agreed with. Ever since 2016, people being frustrated with the year itself. Good people are not going to go an entire set of 12 months without dying. There is no such year. Before 2016, we got obstacles, of course. In the 1960s, there were obstacles. What about the Great Depression? What about 9/11? What about World War I and II? Slavery. If anything, it was worse back then. Arguably. I'm gonna read what I replied to one of those guys. Appreciate the fact, yeah, that's what I was trying to remember, that last part. Appreciate the fact that every January 1st, we're given the chance to continue living life as we know it, for the most part. Despite the obstacles we have to go through, despite the storms. I appreciate all the support, but there is nobody suffering over this more than her family. Remember that. And actually, her mom was behind her. She was following behind her. She was a couple miles away, apparently. And like my mom and dad, this didn't happen in front of her, but she approached the accident and saw that it was her daughter's car. Last June, we took a car trip to San Diego, and we traveled in 2 separate cars instead of in a big van like I wanted. There were a few times where we lost each other. I can't imagine finding the other car again, only to find that it's smashed. Oh, and she had her seatbelt on. That also goes to show you, even when you have your seatbelt on, you still have to be careful. Oh yeah, somebody also told me, don't think about self-harm. God, no, of course not. No, I'm not like that. Honestly, I fail to understand why people desire that kind of thing. I am down, but I am not dangerously depressed. And also, she changed part of her name too. It's, she changed her last name and it's CPG now. At first I thought it was because she got married or something, but no, it was another reason. At first I could have been the wrong Cora. My mom said no, because her mom said, yeah, I'm not seeing it, but it's all over Facebook. See, I don't get on Facebook that often. I don't have that many Facebook friends, so that's probably why it didn't spread over to me. Yeah, it was a dark day today. It felt very strange, because this is a childhood friend. The trees in my front yard, I noticed in the old video I showed, they were really skinny. They were smaller, and I didn't notice. I don't know what is it with people and looking at all the bad things about... I like 2016 because that's when I graduated high school. That's when I went to the youth retreat for lupus patients for the first time. Speaking of, there was not too long ago, actually, my mom told me not too long ago that one of the campers passed away. Sadly, I don't think I know her or remember her face. I don't remember anybody's names, frankly, or anybody's faces by heart. That was at least to be expected, since lupus is a chronic illness. I really am okay. Don't think I'm lying or being in denial. It was just a strange thing to hear today. A strange thing to wake up to. I was napping when my sister came over and told me. I couldn't believe it. And I'm getting, don't be sad, feel better, and I will. I just heard about this today. There's no way I'm gonna feel better that quickly. I'm just here to express my feelings and share what happened to my friend. And I hope this video eases your nerves. It's a bad thing that happened, but it's done. When something like this happens, we just gotta wait for what comes naturally. Time passing. If I was that destroyed, I wouldn't have been that quick to make a video, and I wouldn't have been able to still squeeze in another frame of animation today for my stream that I was running today. I'm heartbroken, but I'm not destroyed.